Hey, AfterBuzzers and Siesta Key fans, what is going on? We are here to talk about episode 10. I had high hopes for you, and guess what? We had high hopes for Carrot as well. We can't wait to dive into this. Also, what's going on with Madison and Brandon? Is Jared completely out of the picture? All that and more right after this.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's just the two of us today. It's me, Ali Nasta, and Katie Wolski.
Hey guys.
We are missing our lovely two co-hosts,
Yes.
but they will be joining us next week. We only have two episodes left.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that this season was almost over.
It's crazy.
So sad.
It's so sad, but it was weird because we had some ties that were, or what is it? And like, what was
Ends
it?
that were tied
Ends that
up.
were tied, but then also some ties that were loose. I can't speak right now, but you know what I'm trying to get at.
I think they get it. I think they get it, Allie.
Basically, some drama started, some drama ended. Let's just jump off going into the whole Juliet and Kara drama. So
Yeah,
we all knew this was kind of
those
going to
two.
blow up in her face, and one thing that I kind of wish Chloe would have done in this situation was just been like, listen, I'm in the middle. I'm stuck between the both of you. This is obviously going to blow up, but Kara, can you please promise me you'll tell her tomorrow? Like Chloe always says, like, it's not really her business to tell, but I feel like at this time, it was Kara. Kara should have just been the one to talk to Juliet. What do you think?
Oh, definitely. And the fact that she also didn't even talk to Garrett yet, and she obviously didn't talk to him because she was just scared of what his reaction, which, makes it seem you probably should have done it in the first place, Kara.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, those two, I'm glad they actually finally talked, and it seems like now they're on the same page though.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to finally be like, listen, like, Juliet said, girl code. I think Kara, for a while, you kind of have a fling for your exes, and then you don't realize the situation that you're in, the relationship that you're in, how important it is to you until it's almost ripped from your fingertips.
Yeah.
So I think that this was a classic example of that, and I think this really is the last time she's going to let Alex get to her. And I think she's really seeing the gravity of the situation and the fact that, like, she's losing the people that she cares about around her because of him, and he's just toxic.
Yeah, and he doesn't even care. He has no remorse. He still hasn't even confessed to the fact that he cheated on Juliet. Like, we all know Alex. We know.
Right. And I think that Chloe brought up some great points, and she was like, listen, he's never going to say anything or admit to anything that's going to make him look bad.
Yeah.
And that's just true. And he's obviously a smart individual and knows he's on television. So the moment he says that, he's admitting to all of his faults. And I think that that's probably one of his... He's never done that in life before, let alone on national television, admit to a fault.
Yeah, but that's how you learn and you grow and you mature as, a human being, a man even. And I just, I don't know. You think like his parents would say something a little more, especially his mom.
Yeah, both of the parents are kind of just a little standoffish. And I mean, the dad did take off his glasses to kind of be like, what's really going on here? It seemed like he does kind of care and want to give him a kick in the pants. But really all his dad cares about is him getting his career off the ground, which is rightfully so. That's what a parent should do.
Right.
But I think that, they do coddle him the way where I've never seen them admit like, hey, you've done something wrong. And they never really break it down and be like, listen, if you like this girl, go after her. I think Beth kind of brought that up a little bit last episode, but it wasn't like drop everything and go after her.
Yeah.
He's expecting that he can just get everything handed to him on a silver platter as he has his whole life.
Right. And that she should just be crawling right back to him. And she's not this time. And you even saw that he's like, I'm going to be mad if she doesn't even like come, if this is like for real and she really doesn't want to get back together. Like, what?
Yeah.
You're the one who cheated on her in the first place, caused all of this. And you're the one who's going to be upset in the end?
I really, really hate that. I hate it when, not just guys, anybody in a relationship when they cheat and they put their blame on the other person because it is never their fault. But it's like, oh, but you didn't do this or you didn't do that. It's like, no, it was your fault. Take
responsibility.
Yes. Take responsibility, step back, realize what you've done is wrong, and then apologize and know that relationship isn't for you. And
Agreed.
I'm so glad that Juliet's kind of finally seeing that.
Yeah.
But I was just really kind of shocked in the way that Kara really did admit fault. And I really saw it. I think this is the first time I'm officially seeing the genuine side to her. And I truly think that she is officially done with Alex, done with all this stupid drama, because she's really realizing how much she cares for Garrett. And she's going to fight for him.
Yeah. And Garrett looked really good in those workout scenes.
Oh my gosh. Also, can we just say, like, why hasn't more people, like, why is everybody cheating on Garrett? He is so freaking hot.
Yeah.
He treats all the girls that we've seen in the
So
TV shows
nice.
so nice. And it's not just, oh, I bought you dinner, I bought you gas, I bought you this.
Yeah,
It's
he
like,
took Kelsey to the beach for a
he
beach
wrote
day.
her 100 notes about what he liked about her.
Oh my God.
I just don't understand why these girls are going after someone that's just, he just is terrible from what we've seen.
Yeah.
It's awful. But, you know,
Thank you, next, Alex.
yeah, literally,
Bye.
let's move on. I'm just kind of over this saga, and I mean, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to get it brought up again. But at this point, obviously his dad's the executive producer of the show, but if they're really broken up, like, I don't really see a point to him. No one really likes him anymore.
Yeah.
It's like no one even wants to be on your boat, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you've ruined all the relationships that you've had because you've just treated them like crap.
I was just going to say, is there anyone where he can even go to anymore besides Pauly? But Pauly's family, so he's always going to have his back. But, I mean, you know, is there anyone else that he's close with anymore?
No, and it was Kara, and that clearly that ship has sailed now because she's going to try to figure out how to make it work with Garrett.
Yeah.
So that would be really interesting to see what happens. But you know what? We love the show. It is so much fun to talk about every week. And we love you guys. And we thank you so much for tuning in every Tuesday, rain or shine, listening to us chat and, you know, get into all the nitty gritty of the
Yeah.
drama. So for 1 second, Katie's going to take it away.
Oh, yes, of course. All right. So, hey, guys, before we move on to our next topic, we just wanted to say a big thank you for making us the ESPN of TV talk. And for us to continue to grow, we could use a little bit of your guys' help. So, if you're on YouTube right now, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you're on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And no matter where you are, please leave us a comment so you can get involved in the conversation. We always want to hear your guys' thoughts. We always want to see your opinions and chit chat in the comments. And being a part of AfterBuzz TV has meant so much to not just me and Allie, but our whole panel. Even though we're missing half, we truly appreciate you guys supporting us and doing what we love. So don't forget to tell your friends and keep enjoying all of our other shows on AfterBuzz TV.
Yes, we love you guys so, so much. In other unfortunate news, Alex and Pauly, this whole situation was making me want to pull my hair out. Dude,
Oh my God.
when are you going to realize you are in the wrong? He has a jail sentence or like a court sentence and still hasn't realized the gravity of the situation.
Yeah, you thought the felony and the jail time really was going to do something for him. Even the car, maybe? The trust fund? I mean, he's obviously upset about it, but he doesn't seem like too happy or willing to even do a little bit of work to show that he deserves to even get any of those things back.
Right. And you know what really, really aggravated me to like my core?
Tell me, Allie.
Was when Alex said, you know, she comes across as this sweet, nicest person in the world, but really, it's like, whoa, let's back it up. How old are you? How long has your grandma been giving you money per week? Has she given you a car?
Remember a couple grand per week,
Yeah,
too?
that really just made me angry because it's like your grandma has done everything to support you, and now that you messed up, you're gonna blame it on her. It's just as worse as the cheating situation.
Yeah.
Like, stop blaming other people for things that you've done wrong and take ownership. Fix it.
I mean, that was just, honestly, that was so sad to watch him lose his mind in Alex's parking lot.
And I think he was drunk. He looked drunk.
Definitely. I actually saw he reposted like a Snapchat video of him in the exact same hat and stuff, like out partying, like grinding with a girl.
I just really hope that, you know, obviously in these scenes, he's like, oh, I'm doing it for my car. I'm doing it for my car. I'm doing it for my money. It's like, no. you need to do this for yourself. You need to do it for your grandparents. You need to do it for your family. You need to do it, obviously, like I said before, for you. He needs more help than what, like, this is just, like, this, the gravity of the situation is so, it's, like, bigger than anything
Like, he
I've ever
obviously
seen.
needs something way more than an intervention, because the intervention didn't do too much.
It didn't do anything. He didn't even seem any bit remorseful, and it's scary. Like, that kind of behavior is scary. And,
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Obviously, like, some people say, like, who knows how real this is, but from what we're seeing, this seems pretty real, and it seems just pretty tragic that he's not taking it seriously.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna go get a drink.
Right.
Okay, Polly.
But I mean, I really did like that Alex said, like, dude, you can't just go to drink to, like, this is happening. This is
Yeah.
real. You can't just escape from it, which finally, like, one of them says something, like, sensible or whatever the word is that I'm looking for.
I mean, it was a trip to watch him work out with Garrett.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if that's gonna be one step in the right direction, maybe him working out, maybe him, using the car as motivation is gonna help him realize the other things that he needs to get in line.
Can only hope.
We can only hope, and
We still have faith in you, Polly. We still
Yeah.
have faith in you.
yeah, I mean, we do have faith. I think he just needs to have faith in himself and, like, really put the change into progress. And I just thought that the whole I would hate going around filling out job applications thing was like, what?
I know, and Beth said, well, I still need an application. Yes, Beth.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, but the good news is that he does have a good support group. So he has the people that he can lean on in the times that he's going to need to in the next couple weeks and however long this lasts. But I mean, we just obviously hope the best for him and that he pulls out of this on top. And maybe this will help him, put drinking aside, put smoking aside and all that, and really put into perspective what's important, which is his family.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
agree.
like you said, wishing him all of the best and just hope that he comes out on top and gets his car back.
He needs that car.
Yeah.
Watching him walk, though, is kind of funny. Walk everywhere.
Yeah, but also I was thinking about this when he walked up to start his exercise with Garrett. I was like, dude, if you're walking in Florida heat for like however long that is to get there and then you work out, you're already dehydrated. Like the only reason I even felt for him a little bit more in that workout is because working out in a heat like that is hard.
Yeah.
So,
And
man,
it's summertime.
yeah, it's probably like 80 degrees and with like, I don't know. And he didn't have enough water for what it looks like. I was like, I need to get this kid more water.
Allie's worried about
I was really
his
worried.
water.
Well, I was worried he's going to pass out or something. I mean, that's a lot of weight to put on your shoulders, too, when
Yeah.
you're, like, not working out all
Well,
the time.
obviously he could handle it. He handled it.
Yeah, he did handle it. Go, Polly. Moving on to other stranger relationships. First of all, can we just talk about how Candace and Jared, I mean, I appreciate it, but I just still find it a little funny how they found themselves to kind of be hangout buddies. And then also I found it really interesting
random.
that Brandon, Candace, and Kelsey are hanging out. Like, I'm confused. Candace was talking shit like Shiza about Madison last episode. Kelsey's supposed to be Madison's best friend. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, that whole scene was very confusing. And they were both egging Brandon on to, like,
Go after
try
Madison.
it with Madison.
Right. And this is something that I really wanted to talk about was because they keep saying, like, take Madison, like, go get Madison. Like, can we remember that he cheated on her? Like, that's not something that's
Yeah.
gone away. That's still something he did.
And they were in a good relationship. Like, it's not even like they were fighting or
Right.
they weren't on the same page. He got way too drunk and ended up going home with someone.
Right. And it's not like this, like, he's changed that much. Like, he legitimately just broke up with a girl because he didn't want to be in a relationship.
Yeah, but he's basically still in love with Madison, but he didn't want to obviously say that to Camille.
Yeah.
Camila?
I know. We always have to say Camila or Camila. But do you think that this means that she's officially, like, do you think that, one, she would take Brandon back? And two, do you think that Brandon actually wants to be with Madison, or he's just kind of, like, enamored by the fact that she just broke up with Ben?
I think, for one, she's not going to take him back because I think Madison knows her worth. And, I mean, she was pretty fast with the breakup the first time around.
Right.
And she was pretty quick after she, did some soul searching and thought about it with Ben for, like, the whole 24 hours.
Right.
She ended up, I think, making the best decision there, too. So I think she's got a good head on her shoulders, and I think And then Brandon, I think she's like the girl who got away, and
Right.
maybe he just hasn't felt the way he's felt about any other girl
And so
like
he's
her
realizing how bad he messed up.
yet. Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean,
my
clearly.
perspective.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Madison's back in the game. She loses one guy, gains two. She's.
I mean, I personally think she should go for Jared.
Oh,
Try something new,
I
honey.
think so too. And it's funny because this always happens to Madison. Like, she goes from like one guy to like two
She's
guys.
literally, she's just like, I don't know. Everyone wants to be with her.
I mean, clearly there's something great that
The
we
wifey
haven't met
material,
yet.
the girl
Yeah.
next door.
Yeah, like Canvas has mentioned. But yeah, and then obviously we end this episode seeing that Jared goes to finally make a nice gesture and Brandon's walking out of the front door.
Perfect timing.
So what do you think happened after that hangout encounter?
You know, I wasn't thinking anything, and then I saw that they were wearing sweatshirts. And I don't know, my mind just raced a little to maybe they could have hooked up. Maybe, I don't know, is this the morning? I don't know what time of day it is.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The only thing I was saying that like I don't think anything happened. One, because like
Why?
I don't think so, because Madison just broke up with someone. I feel like she always has a very big, like, she's got a really great head on her shoulders, and she's always thinking of the consequences to things. And I just think that she wouldn't jump into something that quickly with Brandon, especially going with what she went through, because you could tell when Brandon was saying like, I just want to be single together. She took a step back, looked at him, and was kind of like, oh, I see what you're doing here. Like, I think she realized, like, and that's why she didn't respond, because she was like, oh, no, dude, like, I'm not going to be
Do you think maybe they just like talked about it?
I
or-
think maybe they talked, but like what Brandon was kind of getting at from my perspective, it sounded like he was kind of like wanting to be friends with benefits.
Yeah.
And like she was kind of like, oh, no. And I think that was kind of her protecting herself. So I think that maybe he's going to slowly but surely like try to break down her walls and her barriers to get back into that relationship that he was maybe wanting before, that he lost. But
You don't
I don't
think
know, I
maybe they just
I don't think
went back
so.
one more time, like exes tend to do,
I don't
especially
think so.
when you're both single again?
I don't think so. And it's also because, like I said, I think Madison has a really great head on her shoulders, wouldn't want to jump back in. And also, if we're seeing a track record here, it's that Madison, like, she's not just going to do that. You know, when she
Right.
went to Miami, like, she made Ben sleep in a different bedroom until she really made sure that, like, he was there for the right reasons. So I think she would make him jump through a couple more hoops, which he deserves to before
Oh
this will pan
yeah.
out.
Couple more, run a couple miles.
Yeah, exactly. And then Jared just throws out perfectly good flowers. Like, go put them in your own house. Like, don't throw them away. It makes
That
me sad.
perfect trash can that was just ready
Strategically.
for those flowers.
So, question: production or real life?
Definitely production. I
Yeah, it
think
seemed a little too
I
perfect
think for
timing.
the setup, I definitely think, whatever happened between her and Brandon was, real. And then Jared, coming over to maybe say something was real. But, they probably timed it up.
Right. I think it's one of those things where they were like, hey guys, like, Brandon's over at Madison's house. What's Jared up to? And they're like, oh, Jared, I want to make a big gesture. Like, hey, Jared, like, are you going to go do that gesture? Like, we're filming today. Like, something like that. Maybe I could
And
be
then they're like, where's the trash can for the flowers?
I could be completely wrong, but like that seemed a little too strategic. But who knows what this like TV magic has got
They're
going
just
for
throwing
us.
it out the window.
Yeah. But I think that kind of sums up this episode. It wasn't like there was too many like details that happened, but a lot of conversations about the same thing. Do you have anything you want to mention before we get into predictions?
I just wanted to talk about Canvas for a second.
Yeah, let's go for it.
And how I just, I don't know why I completely blanked when we talked about her and Jared hang out earlier, but just the opening scene about when she goes, yeah, like my mom was 7 months pregnant and she like beat the crap out of someone in a bar fight. Like, what? That's like random and crazy. And I don't know, it made me kind of like her and her mom more.
Yeah. No, I think Canvas is super real. And I mean, obviously, unfortunately, there's some drama right now between her and Madison, but there kind of always has been because Canvas went after Brandon in the first place. Like, she didn't know who he was. So there's always been kind of some underlying beef there. But I think Canvas is great. I think she speaks her mind. And
Yeah. I think she's proven that, you know,
Right.
she's not really out to get anyone.
Right, she's never out to get anyone. And, like, she was just supporting a friend. Like, when Tawny was upset, like, she was just supporting her.
Right.
So, yeah, hopefully one of these days we can get her on the show and ask her some questions. That would be amazing.
I agree. We definitely want you on the show.
Yeah, we want all of you
Canvas,
guys. It
Yeah.
would be great just to pick their brains about, like, come on, like,
so many questions.
yeah, like how much. I mean, I know that they do live video, like live things on Instagram, but I'm still like curious, what's real, what's not. But yeah, I think that kind of sums it up. Really quick before we get into predictions, Alex and Polly, you said dropped a music video.
Oh, not
music?
Alex and Polly, Brandon.
Oh, sorry, yes,
and
that's what I
Polly
meant.
Paul. Oh, where's the air horn?
Yeah.
They dropped a new single called Late. Oh,
There it is. Thanks, Steph.
Thanks, Steph. They dropped a new single called Late Night. It's Brandon's track featuring Polly Paul. It dropped this morning. They both promoted it on their social media pages. But, you know, I took a listen and it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
But it kind of just sounds like his other
Like
song.
other songs?
Yeah, it got like the same kind of beats.
But that just makes me wonder, like, I don't know. Wait, Steph, can we fast forward to like the middle? Because I feel like Polly isn't in the beginning.
Yeah.
I just feel like Polly's in the back saying, woo! Like, where is he?
He's the musician. He's producing. I don't know, you know.
Oh, he's producing.
He might have just helped him produce the music.
Okay,
He
that's
might not actually be on the track, but it does say featuring Polly Paul.
okay. So that's something that I would like to clarify. Can we please have Alex clarify? Alex. Jeez, I keep mixing them. Polly clarify if like he wants to be a producer or a rapper.
Oh, I think he was doing both, right?
Oh, okay.
Producing music. He's also classically trained on the piano. He said we saw, and you know, we used early in their like season 1. You know, we saw those couple
The performance.
performances
With the
he
mic.
had.
See, I think if Polly would just take out alcohol, I think things could be so much better. But he just is selling
Yeah.
himself short.
Yeah, because then you know it gets a little sloppy.
Yeah.
I feel, and then it doesn't come off
And
as clean and
Right.
fun, and it just kind of like, oh, I don't know.
I think it's probably like, you know, when it's like an insecurity, so you're covering it up with alcohol to make yourself feel better, but really it's like kind of a double negative.
Right, yeah, he's probably like, oh, like I'll be way more confident
Right.
with like, you know, the alcohol shield.
Right, man. I don't know. Well, congrats to them. That's really
Yes.
exciting. It sounds pretty catchy.
Another banger dropped by Brandon.
I wonder if we're gonna have another music video drama.
Oh, wouldn't that be
Yeah.
exciting?
Also, I heard Alana dropped a new song or new video recently. Chloe posted something about it, so that is
Oh,
super exciting. Go check that
right.
out. Gotta
Siesta
love
Key, dropping
Yeah.
new music.
dropping new music. But alrighty, let's get into some quick predictions. We've got 2 episodes left, so keep that in
And
mind.
now,
Okay.
your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So,
Yes.
I think Carrot is gonna stick it out, and I think they're gonna make it to the end. And hopefully they're still together today.
I mean, based on social media, I'm saying yes, but then also I am questionable only because like I thought Alex and Juliet were still together and they stopped posting. So they were tricking us all.
Right, exactly. So now I know I'm a little weary about that too. I'm like, are we gonna see some pictures deleted now after this episode?
Wait, quick question. Did you hear, like, obviously Juliet said she swiped, I mean, she got rid of all of Alex's pictures, but I could have swore that we noticed that, like, before. So how did she do that?
Oh, right, because
She, like, from what I've seen, like, I feel like over the past couple of months, I've seen her post about Alex.
yeah.
So, like, how did she swipe it on this show and then maybe I just
was
didn't
she
notice.
just posting old pictures?
I don't know. I just found that interesting.
She could have like reposted the old pictures she deleted, for the show
Oh,
and then deleted them again.
oh, that could
She
work.
could have double deleted.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because I know
what?
I swore that I saw them like in New York
Right,
together,
right.
like around like Christmas time and
Right.
everything. So unless they got back together again, but it doesn't seem like it
Yeah, I don't
based
know.
on her social media now.
Yeah.
So
We'll see. Yeah, with 2 episodes left, I mean, anything can happen on the key. Like anything goes down.
What are your predictions?
My predictions is Jared is gonna go after Madison and get denied again, and then I think that
Aw.
Madison is gonna dip a toe in the Brandon pool, and then realize like, okay, I don't want this. Like, I need to like do something else. Like, I need to find another person that doesn't have to have any like old ties or anything. And I definitely think, based on social media, even if it's a lie, I think that Kara and Garrett are still together. Like, I think they have something real.
Me too. I definitely see it, and I feel like we've seen like Kara come out of her shell a lot
Yeah.
this season and just
she's owned
becoming more
up.
vulnerable. Yeah, and then also growing up, and when she went over to Alex's, she even said, like, I don't do the shady things that I
Right.
was doing before because like I'm actually happy, I'm satisfied in my relationship.
Right. Which I'm sure, Garrett saw some of those screeners and was like, oh, babe, you didn't cheat. He's like, how do I know? There's your proof. Well, man, love Tuesdays as always. Siesta Key makes me happy. Katie, where can they find you on social media?
Can't wait for next week's episode. But yeah, hey guys, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at KatieWalski_.
And hey guys, Allie Nasty here. Find me on Instagram at AllieGirl. And of course, follow AfterBuzz TV on all social media platforms. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.